Welcome back to Morgan's video blog with writing tips from the pros and, of course, my own writerly musings. Today, I'm back with Breaking a Story, Hollywood Style, a DisConIII panel. In December of 2021, I had the opportunity to attend DisConIII, otherwise known as WorldCon in Washington, D.C. For the titular panel, we had the following panelists: Michael R. Underwood, Nikhil Singh, Sumiko Salson, and Rebecca Roanhorse as moderator. So for this panel, they started off discussing what was their script writing experience like. For Michael, he sold his IP to a company that produced an 11-episode series. He came in with the story Bible of characters, settings, and a plot skeleton. The team refined the concepts and core pieces together, fleshed out the outline, and then split it into story beats and episodes, of which each writer took point on 2 to 3 episodes. For Smiko, they started out in the media world with video editing of episodic stuff while absorbing a lot about pacing. A lot of her work was with family, and novels came when working solo. For Nikhil, he's familiar with the film industry, using South Africa and Cape Town in particular for cheap movie shoots and their lack of labor laws. Then also familiar with having the industry ignore works from actual African artists because it doesn't match their Hollywood image and preconceptions. He's seen streaming services replace a lot of indie works and put a lot of movie and TV creation back under studio control, but has hopes for the future. The power of phone recordings, etc., means there's a lot of room for new and creative concepts to break the mold of what's already out there. So let's talk about how does script writing translate to novels? Well, a TV episode equates to about 10,000 words or 4 to 5 chapters, but in obviously more explicitly episodic arcs. A movie standardly is a 3-act structure with the big inciting incident at the end of the first quarter and the climax in the last quarter. And that actually works pretty well to pace novels as well. For script and novel writing correlation, they both are going to have some core emotional impact that you really want to convey. For both, characters often come first and inform the plot, how it works. And there are always tropes and systems to explore. So, what tools are used for each or both? Well, novels in particular have the ability to use the characters' internalizations to a much greater degree. Role-playing game character sheets can be used to develop characterizations. Obviously, you can use notebooks and notepads. Some people use shamanic dreaming and lucid dreaming for conceptualization and building a storyline. More technological options are Scrivener, which is used for writing and storyboarding. There's Writer's Room Pro, which is used for collaboration, especially for script writing. You can use Slack channels. It's just a chat platform, and Michael used it for script collaboration. You can use Scabbard. It's wiki and more, used often for role-playing world building and more. And another option mentioned was Miro, Miro. It's a whiteboarding project management tool. It didn't work out for the panelist in question's project, but it looks a lot like Trello, which I use. So what doesn't translate well between scripts and novels? Well, scripts use minimal description, with the set and the costume designers really handling the look and feel. Also, very few TV and movie series, uh, TV series and movie shows use voice, very few use them for internality. The most you get is like facial expressions and body language. So, our panelists gave us a few closing thoughts on tips to work well in a writer's room. First, you gotta be a good listener. Secondly, you need to be able to let go of your ego and possessiveness of the world and the characters, etc. And remember, maybe just think of this as a different version or an alternate reality of your own story. And you've got to remember that, like a garden, you never know how a collaboration is going to grow. And by letting yourself explore, you can find things you never even imagined. And that fluidity and flexibility will go a long way in the writer's room. Have you worked with scripts, with novels? Which do you prefer and why? Are you interested in trying the other? Let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you for watching and tune in again next week for more writing tips and writerly musings. Bye-bye.